Well, good morning, gang. I'm sitting in the back of my 2008 Kluger. That's a Highlander for my American friends. And I got a bit of a problem with the door. So for some reason, this back door has defaulted to the child lock position. And that means when the door's shut, I can't get out. We never put it in the child lock position, but somehow it broke or gave way and it's defaulted back to the child lock position, and now it won't come out. It is jammed in that position. So as you can see, that won't go up anymore. Doesn't matter how hard I push on it, it's either not going to move or it's going to break trying. So usually that means something's broken or dislodged in the lock mechanism itself. And that means this door panel has to come off so we can take a look. Now, I've never done this particular door panel before, but my understanding is they're pretty easy, so let's crack into it. So this is a good chance for me to test my $2.70 AliExpress trim tools. This is what we got. Let's see how we go. So the first one's this panel in here, and this is just about finding a sweet spot at the top. There we go, flick that out, easy peasy. And then the next one's this piece, which again, just getting something in behind there, giving it a bump. There it goes. And that one's off as well. And then that gives us 1, 2, and 3 screws, I think. These ones don't need to be touched. Unscrew those. So there's those 3 screws out. And then to pry the door card off, you want to find somewhere where you can get your fingers behind it and just start popping it all the way around. There we go. The door card is now loose. And with a bit of finagling, we should just be able to lift this off. There we go. And there'll be a few things behind to unattach. We've got the power window down there and the 2 lock cables, one for the door opener and one for the lock itself. So the power window plug's just a squeeze and pull. There we go. And then these, they pop out like that. And then that should lift out of there. There we go. 1, 2, and our door panel is off. So we need to carefully remove the vapor barrier so that we can get in and trace this to the other end. So most of these use a re-adhesive butyl tape. It's a mess, so just go slow, otherwise you'll get butyl tape everywhere. You also don't want to stretch the plastic too much. You could possibly use a bit of a razor blade. Maybe I'll do that. Just so we're not getting melted cheese everywhere. I'll just cut that butyl tape a bit more. There we are. I'm just going to do it with 2 hands for the rest. Okay, so we've got that folded back enough to get our hands in. So I'm not going to be able to do any work in place, so I'm going to have to take the whole lock mechanism out. So that's going to be unplugging this plug. That's the central locking plug. And then on the back side, 1, 2, 3 Torx screws. So these are a T30. So I didn't lose it to the bottom of the door. That's good. So I can pull it out there. Actually, doesn't want to come past. There you go. There's a problem. Doesn't want to come past that rail. Now, if you wanted to get it out completely, you could go back in, feed all of this inside the door, and then come back out on the back side of that rail here. That would get it out without having to touch that rail. But I've just noticed what my problem is. Now, I think I've gotten lucky. I clocked something when I took the door panel off. I didn't say anything in the moment, but I think my main door handle latch might have come unseated. That's this green one here. And so, unseated, that means this moves freely because this is not in place there and it's proper lug. And if this is in the wrong spot, like that, this doesn't budge. See there? Put it back in the right spot. And now, my child lock moves. So I think I'm fixed. So I'm putting mine back in position now. So there's a little seal around here, so just make sure you don't fold that over. I had to fix that. That's on the inside of the door. And then we've got our Torx bolts over here. So I've just put one in to hold it, but if you were actually trying to replace this mechanism, then what you could do is fold these down, get them on the back side of that rail, like that. Same with this one, and then you'll be able to pull that out behind this rail and actually replace it. But I don't need to do that, so I'm just going back in, getting everything back in position. So the 3 Torx are back in, and just to prove that we know what we're doing, we think that is the right position, and it should now, up it goes. So now we want to carefully put our vapor barrier back, and if we were gentle with our butyl tape, we should just be able to reuse everything. Take the time to put it back where it was. You can buy replacement butyl tape here in Australia. You can get it from Bunnings. It's a roof sealant butyl tape. The only problem is you can only get it in big, thick rolls, but you can cut them up if you want to. Managed to save this one. There we go, that's all done up. We're going to pop our central locking back in whilst we remember. Just out of interest, this is what we can get from Bunnings here. That's butyl tape under there, and I just cut it into strips with a razor and use it that way. But for now, we're looking good in here. That's done up, that's all resealed. Those are done up nice and tight. Next thing to do is put our door card back on. So this is where I think we had our problem, and that was this green one down here. I noticed that when I looked at it, it wasn't seated in here. It was just sitting out like that. And I think that was our problem. Now, in the moment, I kind of wrote it off to maybe I dislodged it when I opened the door. I've looked back at the videos and I can't quite see how it was, but I believe clipping that back in like that is going to solve our problem. Here's the top lock as well. That goes there. And that goes in there. Don't forget your power windows whilst you're at it. And now, when we pop this back on, there we go, got that in. The trick was to go front end first and then the back. That is now in. Our lock is still up, that's good. So let's prove a point before we go any further. This should now work. Hey, go us. So now we've just got to pop our door card back on, which has kind of already found its point of rest. So we can just make sure everything's in position. Yep, that's good. Bang. Yep, bang. That's good. And then just our 3 screws, 1, 2, and 3. And finally our 2 trim pieces on. 1, clip, 2, ta-da! And we are done.